Good morning, preschoolers. I have one of our favorite books to share. I especially chose this one today because I know that Louisa loves Madeline. And Louisa was absent from school for a while before we stopped coming, and we miss her. So this book is for everybody, but especially for Louisa. Madeline by Ludwig, bear with me, Bemelemens. Anyway, let's just read it. In an old house in Paris that was covered with vines. Hang on. Lived 12 little girls and 2 straight lines. In 2 straight lines, they broke their bread, which means they eat. See, they're sitting at the table eating. And brushed their teeth and went to bed. They smiled at the good and frowned at the bad. See that? The policeman is chasing a robber there. And sometimes they were very sad. The soldier has a broken leg. They left the house at 9:30 in 2 straight lines. In rain or shine. The smallest one was Madeline. She was not afraid of mice. She loved winter, snow, and ice. And to the tiger in the zoo, Madeline just said, "Pooh-pooh, look, everybody else is frightened, but not Madeline." And nobody knew so well how to frighten Miss Clavel. In the middle of one night, Miss Clavel turned on her light and said, "Something is not right." Little Madeline sat in bed. She cried and cried. Her eyes were red. And soon after Dr. Cone came, he rushed out to the phone. And he dialed Danton 106. "Nurse," he said, "it's an appendix." Everybody had to cry. Not a single eye was dry. But Madeline was in his arm, in a blanket safe and warm. In a car with a red light, they drove out into the night. Madeline woke up 2 hours later in a room with flowers. Where do you think Madeline's at? Madeline soon ate and drank, and on her bed there was a crank, and a crack on the ceiling that had the habit of sometimes looking like a rabbit. Outside were birds, trees, and sky, and so 10 days passed quickly by. One nice morning, Miss Clavel said, "Isn't this a fine day to visit Madeline?" See, they've gotten on the bus. And what are the little girls buying? They're each buying a flower. Who are they taking it to? "Visitors from 2 to 4, said the sign outside her door, tiptoeing with solemn face, with some flowers and a vase. And they walked, and then they said, when they saw the toys and candy and the dollhouse from Papa. But the biggest surprise by far, on her stomach was a scar. "Goodbye," they said. "We'll come again." And the little girls left in the rain. They went home and broke their bread, brushed their teeth, and went to bed. You can see that Madeline's not there. In the middle of the night, Miss Clavel turned on the light and said, "Something is not right." And afraid of a disaster, Miss Clavel ran fast. And faster. And she said, "Please, children, do tell me what is troubling you." And all the little girls cried, "Ooh, We want our appendix out too. Good night, little girls. Thank the Lord you are well. And now go to sleep, said Miss Clavell, and she turned out the light and closed the door. That's all there is. There isn't any more. I hope you enjoyed this story. It's one of my very favorites from when I would read to my own children, and I hope to see all of you again very soon. Goodbye, preschoolers. Goodbye. Goodbye, Miss Short.